fall.
It's Fimo time!
I've soiled my tunic.
Welcome everybody to Dude Don't Just Lick Stuff. I'm Savvy, and with me is Seth. Say hi, Seth.
Hi, Seth.
This is a side quest. I don't know if you saw the other one first or if this one's first. These are just little side tangents, side quests, if you will, into other topics that we find interesting. This time, we are discussing the alignments and classes
Just overall D&D features
Yeah.
of the characters in the show.
in Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if things go well, we might just pick other characters.
We might do other shows, but you guys are here for Adventure Time, so let's get into that. What do you want to start with?
I was thinking we could either start, with our heavy hitters, or do you want to do we want to go kind of obscure from the start?
I feel like we should start with our boys.
Our boys, Finn and Jake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's get the two main dudes out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. So, and also just so you know what we're gonna do, we have our trusty whiteboards here, and we're going to not show each other what we're writing down. We're gonna do like one of these, and then we're gonna go on the count of three, show you guys, look at ours, and then
Back
debate.
and forth. All right. So Finn, we're going to let's do alignment in class.
Yeah.
Let's see. And again, the alignment chart in D&D obviously is not perfect, but it's just fun.
It'll go right about here. You'll see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Just a little editing chore I gave myself.
As well as the image of the characters will
Yeah.
pop
So
up.
Finn, here's Finn.
Whoop. And then
Here's the alignment chart.
Hey.
All right.
And let's see. This is hard to do while we're holding our microphones.
Okay, I shouldn't draw. Sorry, hold on.
Don't draw. Oh yeah, also, if you guys are just listening to this, we have visual components, so
Come
go
to the YouTube.
to the YouTube. And I don't know, maybe at some point we'll be able to do it on Spotify. But for now, it's the YouTube. Dum, ba-dum.
I'm really I am thinking about this.
I'm just going easy for the first one. Maybe I'll get more creative with others.
Okay,
Okay.
we got it.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I should have included subclass.
I understand why you went fighter, because that was my first instinct.
Correct.
So first of all, we both agreed on lawful good, which
Yes.
is correct.
This is correct.
This is correct. Jake said chaotic good, and I said no.
I could see some other characters with chaotic good.
I could see some, but Finn specifically is lawful good because he
Very
adheres
noble
to
guy.
a strict code of ethics.
Pretty hard to be a paladin also without being pretty lawful.
Yes. And so yeah, human fighter for yours. I understand.
Obviously, I just thought also there's kind of the meme of human fighter for like the
Yes.
first character.
Because that was my first instinct was human fighter. Because it's just like kind of basic adventuring sort of deal. I would have gone with that except for the fact that he's a paladin.
No, you're right. He totally is. Now that I forgot paladins existed.
Yeah.
Because it's like his whole shtick is with bubblegum. Like it's
Right.
You know.
Well, princesses in general, but specifically to Bubblegum and the Candy Kingdom. He's like a knight of the Candy Kingdom.
Right.
And he even pledges himself to the King of Ooh at one point.
Oh, and let's also be clear, we're doing 5e.
Oh yeah, no. And also we'll probably get some stuff wrong.
And because I was thinking about it, well, knight technically is a class in some of the older
True.
stuff.
True.
And they're going to get in the comments about it,
We're gonna
so.
get our ass.
And we don't want any asses to be gotten.
So I'm curious about the ranger part though, actually.
I think he just shows hunter abilities like in flashes. That's why I only did him 4 levels. And also
Fair.
there's that ranger princess situation.
A huntress wizard.
Yeah, that's it. Ranger princess. You know what I mean?
Jake and I talked about that too, actually.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like she'd be attracted to him because of those qualities.
For sure.
I don't think there's much to it other than
Because he
that.
is kind of a guy out in nature playing his flute. Like
Yes.
that's actually what that's actually what cats.
He's out in nature playing his flute.
Yeah. That's actually what brought Huntress Wizard to him.
Exactly.
You know, so he's
a bit of a nature
He's that
boy.
guy.
He's not a gloom stalker.
no, he's
I
not
just,
a war guy.
Right. But I just know that there's stuff in that class. I gotta look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gives me ranger vibes. Mostly fighter, some ranger.
I get that.
But I can see the paladin too.
I could see him doing paladin with a hint of ranger.
I could see him being paladin fighter.
That too.
I
That's a
feel-
lot going on, honestly.
He's a well-rounded guy. He might be a dip in every class. Might be the jack of all trades.
But I will talk about the oath of devotion
Yes,
portion.
yes.
Just in his devotion to his friends and to the people that he cares about, that's
true.
kind of where he finds his power. That was my thinking.
That's a good one. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Thanks.
It's fun.
All
So
right, who's next?
let's-
We're going with Jake, right?
yeah, let's talk about Jake the dog.
Yeah. I think this one's kind of easy.
Are you sure?
On the 20 levels, maybe not. But,
Yeah.
But just his vibe for sure.
All right. So again, alignment and class.
Actually, I don't know if this will make any sense, but this is fun.
Oh, but I could also see.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. I know.
You know, did you think the same thing?
Maybe.
Alrighty, you ready? All right.
I'm
3,
ready. Oh, shit.
2,
Hold on 1 second.
1.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa! That's crazy.
That's so good. So let's start with alignment. You said chaotic good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
wacky. He's
I get
Finn's
it.
balance.
I get the wackiness.
I think I think when the reason I go back and forth on this is like why I was confused about Finn at first was because when Finn does kind of crash out and gets chaotic, then Jake's kind of the sort of like voice of reason.
Yes.
But
Which
I think
is why
typically
I went neutral.
he just kind of like lets things happen a lot.
That's why I think it's neutral good, because he's a
I
very
guess he's not starting it
a
lot.
Chaotic good I see is like going out and doing good things no matter what the consequences are.
Right.
Whereas I see neutral good as like trying to be a good person in general. Like I think a lot of people fall under neutral good, but also like he's very kind of laid back, go with the flow. Like, do you remember the part, I don't know if you ever watched that episode where he's literally a brick in a wall that's about to fall down?
Yes.
That's neutral as fuck.
That's neutral.
That's true neutral. But like, I feel, yes, he's very wacky, but he's not the one starting shit.
I think the reason why I don't think of it as like that he's doing the good chaotically. That's not how I think of like when I think of alignment. I just think of like his personality and he happens to be good. That's how I think of it. Like I think of it like not his intentions of being good. I think of it like he's chaotic in that like whatever's happening, he's like I'm in, you know, and he's like what he's not like no this is wrong, like whatever. He's just like let's do this thing. That's how I view those things.
That would be more chaotic neutral.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, let's move on into the classes. We
got really close, and I see why you picked Bard. That makes a lot more sense.
I thought when you said like, oh, I thought of it, I was like, I started erasing like, you're right, thinking you thought what I
No,
was
because
thinking.
okay, Jake, my husband, not Jake the dog, got in my head because we were discussing this at dinner.
Oh.
Just for these two, honestly. And he was like, well, he can be part barbarian because, and I was like, of course he is.
He's the brawler with he gets his fists all big and he gets rage all the time.
I know, but he said he can't be the barbarian because he ran a heist group. And I was like, oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
And so that was in my head. I totally forgot about the
So
bard
let's break it
portion.
down. So you got druid, obvi, barbarian, and some rogue.
Yes, I put some rogue because of his ability to
He
run
could be
a heist
sneaky.
group.
Also, do you remember when he gets bitten by that spider and he silently screams? That's pretty rogue.
Or how about the train thing for Finn's birthday?
Oh yeah.
Where he like
the elaborate ruse and everything. Yeah, he could be. Main characters are pretty well rounded.
Yes.
But what I did was
Bard makes sense.
I did 16 levels of druid because he's just a big dog.
Big dog, and he changes shape constantly.
He does.
So you know.
Wild shape. He is the wild shape.
He's literally wild shape.
3 levels of barbarian, path of the beast probably.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
1 level of bard. He's just proficient in music, so.
Yeah, he plays the
On a
viola.
tropical island underneath the molten lava moon. Beep, copyright. No, so he often is performing. You know, he's playing his viola. He's got Shelby in there. He's playing guitars.
He plays with Rainy too.
Yeah, so he's out here being musical. I know we weren't doing this before, but I think I won.
You definitely got it, except for the chaotic good part.
Okay, whatever. I won. Not that we're keeping score, but here's the score. It's one to one.
It's 1 to 1. This racer sucks.
Alrighty, who are you thinking next?
Well, we gotta go with PB.
Yeah. Oh God, what? This one might take me a while.
Yeah, we'll cut around it. Don't worry.
Genuinely, I actually don't know where to go with this one. Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Alignment's gonna be tougher though.
Not really. I got alignment like that.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. And I have evidence.
You have evidence. Oh, I've got solid class for her.
I might just send it and say, oh, roll 20 into one.
You know what? I'm just gonna go with the single. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, this one was tough.
Yeah, it was a little tougher, but I think we made it through.
All right,
Okay,
3,
1, 2, 3.
1.
Hey!
Okay, true neutral. I understand the true neutral.
Okay.
Okay. You want to
Okay.
talk about the lawful evil?
Yeah, let's get into lawful evil. I had honestly, I was leaning more into lawful neutral.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on with
There's
her.
a lot happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, we both agreed artificer.
100%.
100%. I was trying to find a multi-class with it. There's no need. 20 levels.
There's no need. Creating beings.
Right. Little god complexy.
God complexy.
Well, that's why I would put some weight into the chaos of it being she's doing all of this for herself, kind of like a weird self-indulgent thing. We talked about this in one of the episodes where I'm like, I literally, maybe it was our first episode when I was talking about how she made all of her people, her reigns a lie.
Yes, it was the first one.
Because she straight up, she made people to rule them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they're made to die, which is another thing. And that's where it's the lawful part comes with, because she's it has to be this way. Everything has to be by her plan, right? And that's why I was I feel bad putting her into the evil category.
She's not good.
She's not good. But I wouldn't say she's evil, and I like her as a character. I think she's a super interesting character.
Right, and I do too. I'm talking shit.
I would say neutral, because as far as a removed god is kind of neutral.
Right.
But she's actively also ruling her people.
That's true.
So I don't know.
But she does a lot of good stuff, and
she does.
So that's why I think true neutral, because what she started with, technically evil. I think the origins of her is lawful evil.
Sure.
I think everything else, her good deeds, everything balances her out. That's why I'm kind of with the true neutral.
Which I understand.
But she's an artificer.
She is definitely an artificer. I guess we're not necessarily the arbiters of what exactly is just.
All right, here's the new score. Cool.
Who do we do next?
I was thinking Ice King.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do Ice King.
And he said, go.
Wait.
No.
Ugh.
All right.
You ready? All right, here we go.
All right, ready. 1, 2, 3. Bitch.
Okay, so we agree.
Okay, so we do agree he is chaotic neutral. That is just correct.
That is just 100% correct.
Incorrect.
He is the most fickle bitch around, honestly.
So I see your notes, and let me just plead my case, because I have trouble with this, because we're talking a guy who, it's never clear his boundaries with magic. We know how he got his powers through the crown, so the main thing is he's mostly wizard.
Yes.
Just by what he is.
Because people reference to him as a wizard, and he's goes to Wizard City.
Yeah, so he is technically by definition a wizard in their world.
In their world, yes.
But he is warlock. Maybe it's because he's got the crown patron. Is there a patron related to the crown? Is it just a magic item? Either way, he was given powers.
Yeah.
And then I did some sorcerer, because obviously he just does have some innate magic about him.
I don't think he does.
I think he kind of does. To be able to wield it, I think so. To be able to wield it, you have to be.
I'm about to come in and cite a bunch of sources, but finish up yours.
And tiny bit bard.
Yeah, I get that. He'd be singing.
Badly. And he'd be playing drums. Badly.
Badly.
But he's having fun.
You ready?
Go for it.
Okay. So, no, he is not a wizard. He is a warlock.
Comma bitch.
Comma bitch. And that's because I knew you'd fight me on it, or I thought you would at least. And yes, I would say he's a warlock by being bound to a cursed object
Correct. Yeah.
that steals his sanity. So there is a payment
Right.
back and forth.
That's true.
So it's a payment for the powers, and he took this deal basically
To
out
protect.
of desperation.
Not gonna spoil that.
I'm just gonna say out of desperation. So
An
I mean,
episode covers it. Let's just
an
say
episode covers it, and it hits like a ton of bricks.
Yep.
So I'm saying full warlock, maybe a bit bard. The innate stuff, he doesn't have innate powers.
I guess
because
so.
when we see that episode, he has no.
That's true. I do agree.
It's got nothing. Because you were like, oh, he has to know how to use some of the magic.
Mm-hmm.
But with the crown's origin with Gunther, do you remember that
yeah.
situation? He knew how to use it right
Yeah,
away.
because he's also innate magic.
Okay, but the alternate universe where Finn goes to Prismo's thing.
You know, Finn's got alternative magic up his wazoo all the time.
Not really.
Look at him.
Not
He goes zip,
really.
zip, zap, zip, zap. Bing,
Bing,
bang,
bang,
boom, bam, boom, bap, bam. The type of shit I'm on you.
Okay, I do mostly agree. I just kind of
Yeah.
threw it in. I was like, I'm throwing out all magic users.
All things.
Except for
all
like
things.
Druid and.
Yeah, he's definitely not Druid. I mean, he has penguins that he communicates with. I
Yeah,
guess.
you know what? Kind of is.
He might have a touch
No,
of
but
Druid.
Warlock also has speak with
Oh,
animals.
that's true. That's
so.
true. Very true. Yeah, no, he's just straight up warlock.
Yeah, he
Poor
really
guy
is,
is just
yeah.
being taken advantage of by this crown.
Womp womp.
Just really sad. The whole thing is very sad. But yeah, he is
If
the
you know,
most.
you know.
He's the most chaotic neutral person
Yeah.
of the show.
Because yes, he is technically does evil shit, but he's also obviously just a good-hearted guy beneath the crown. Like,
Yeah, like it's hard to separate Simon from the Ice King.
right?
I think he definitely is more hair trigger,
Yeah.
and I guess that's the
Chaotic.
chaotic part. As far as like you never know what this guy's gonna show up
Right.
with, you know.
That's true.
Cool.
New point total.
I don't know why we keep doing that. Which one do you want to do next? Should we do?
Well, we're gonna cut this out because it looks stupid erasing this.
That's really funny.
What do you want to do next?
Why don't we do Marcy?
Marceline.
We just talked about Simon.
I can feel myself slipping away.
Marceline coming up.
Marceline. Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
What'd you do?
I just can't think. Okay, mine's kind of cheap. You know, we might be really off on this one.
You think so?
Yeah, I think we're not gonna do the same thing.
Oh shit, okay. Maybe. But that's no, I'm not gonna count that one. Not
Okay.
counting it.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Womp. Womp. Okay.
Oh, duh. God damn it.
I'm stupid.
Oh,
I
God.
forgot like the thing about her. Can we cut this?
No. We're keeping this in.
Damn it. That's so stupid. I was thinking of like her like abilities. Like
Yeah.
we somehow agreed on true neutral.
We
I didn't
did.
think we were. That's cool.
She's the definition of true neutral.
I would think so too.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Damn it, dude.
So I put Bard, duh.
Yes. As soon as I read it, my heart sank so fast.
I
Sorry.
thought that would be the
Yeah,
one
no,
to
me
get.
I figured we would both figure that one out.
Yeah.
And barbarian, why? Because the axe space.
The axe space, she gets all big and she like fights
Oh,
shit.
when she turns.
Druid.
I thought druid, but she's also a vampire.
But like,
So like vampires turn into bats.
not big muscle bats.
That's true. That's where I
Owlbear
went.
bat.
That's where I went. No, I'm not counting it
Oh, okay.
because I was like
No.
the vampire.
You're
queen.
wrong. You're wrong.
You're wrong. You're very wrong.
Yeah.
You're super
I
wrong.
admit I fumbled the bag here.
But yeah, I definitely thought Bard, and then Barbarian, just because she sometimes gets all up in the shit. She's
Roided
just
out.
punching, you know.
Yeah, no, that you're right.
I know.
I admit I was being silly and said
I'm
rogue.
wiping the floor with you.
No, the score is still okay.
God, too many tasks.
I don't even know if we said who won last one.
I mean, I pointed at it, so I knew. Seth knew.
I think I've tied us like the last. I think.
Well, Seth, that recording needs to be fair about this.
Yes, Seth. Who's editing? You know what?
Yeah.
You know what to do.
You know, not recording,
Yeah,
editing.
Yeah. This Seth won't be fair.
This Seth is a little whiny bitch. That Seth better be fair.
This Seth is objectively right. She is a rogue because Astarian, obviously. You ever played Baldur's Gate 3? Vampire, rogue. That's the...
Mom hasn't.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. You said that we were talking shit.
We weren't talking shit. Just make sure you don't watch the Tree Trunks episode. That may or may not be out by
We
the time this comes
definitely
out.
were not talking shit.
We
Just
love
saying.
you.
We love you so much.
Happy late birthday.
Super late birthday.
Anyway, so she's a sorcerer too, because she can fly and she doesn't study. So she's not a wizard, and she has the spell fly. She flies all the time.
She does fly. I was kind of attributing
just-
that
I'm
to
just-
vampire
Yep.
stuff.
No. Yeah. For sure. I just think she's a rogue sorcerer. So
Not bard though, huh?
nope.
No.
A lot of charisma. Too much charisma with the rogue and the sorcerer. I think so. I think
There's no
she'd
more
be-
room for charisma.
I think she'd be. Yeah. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, I obviously won that round. So score is.
All right.
I think it'll probably. Sorry. I think it'll probably come out.
All right, y'all. To wrap it up, Savvy's gonna erase her fucking whiteboard because she forgot to do that a second ago.
Shut up.
Frantically erasing her whiteboard. But we're gonna wrap this video up with a good old classic BMO, who, as of recording this, if you're listening along to the main series, we haven't seen them yet.
We also hadn't seen Marceline yet either.
That's true. I forgot about that. But we've been kind of like talking about BMO, like in the pod. We've
That's
been like,
true.
when do we see BMO?
I know.
So we're going to. I almost said draw BMO. Let's draw BMO.
Let's just drop emo.
I'm gonna use my green pen for this one, but we're just gonna dissect this, and we'll see in a second.
Bye. God damn. Hold on. Bing bop boop bop.
I'm not gonna color all that in. Okay, I'm gonna color all that in. I'm still writing his name.
The.
All right, I actually have no ideas for this either.
I know. I'm really. This is a tough one because Bima is like basically a child.
Interesting little route I'm taking to explain this one.
We might be taking the same route.
I don't think so. The results are in. I don't know why.
We're a little unsure about this one.
Honestly, I'm proud of us. We haven't yelled at each other yet at all. One,
You
two,
want to
three.
yell? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Little bean.
Little bean. He's also just a little bean.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about this.
I was also hesitant on neutral good. I went a little bit more chaotic.
I say I agree with you. I just think
Yeah.
a lot of I think if it is chaotic, it's like very little.
Lightly chaotic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Closer to neutral for
Right.
sure. For sure. Rogue. We both put Rogue, and Bimo Noir is a great
I'm
choice.
citing the BMO Noir episode. You know, if you know, you know.
I was going more Bimo Chop.
Right.
If this were a real attack,
You would be dead. Yes, that's true. Again, since I haven't seen BMO in a while, it's kind of hard to remember
Yes, for sure.
all the stuff about them.
Paladin. You said don't ask, but I'm gonna ask.
Same reason you kind of gave it to Finn. He's
Okay.
kind of a ride or die for his people.
Bimo is a ride or die, that's for sure.
Bimo's a ride or die
That's
for
for
his
sure.
people. He will karate chop. That's why they're practicing all the time for intruders, pretty much. That's like
Bimo sits at home and protects the house all
Bimo's
day.
basically like what a dog is supposed to be.
I guess.
Kind of stays home and is watching the house.
Yeah.
Gets into stuff it shouldn't whenever they're left alone. So I think he's a paladin rogue, which is
Okay.
a weird combo. I would never play that.
That sounds awful.
Yep, but that's
Sounds like
Bimo.
a rough time.
But you said artificer. I considered it as well.
Yeah.
Because but like they don't make anything.
He makes video games.
I guess, yeah.
He
you're
does.
right.
Because he'll be like, I have a new game for you guys to play. So
Okay.
that's what I was thinking.
I just kind of figured that was in their like software.
I don't know.
I don't. I really don't know either. Rogue, I get obviously.
Yeah.
We agreed there, but yeah, the artificer. I thought about it. I didn't have a good enough reason in my head to say it. Though.
For sure. That was the only indication I had was because
They make.
they make
games.
video games.
Gotcha.
That's about it. I don't have any other justification for that one.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. If you are doing that, this has been a side quest. I think this one's gonna come out first because I think you did a better job explaining what side quest was at the beginning of the episode. So, thank you for joining our first side quest.
Yeah,
Look
definitely
forward-
not our second.
Look forward to seeing our second one, which is us unboxing our memories from 2009. You'll see.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a time capsule.
time capsule. Thank you guys for joining us. If you want to get in touch with us, you can find us on Instagram at DDJLS Podcast. And if you like, shut up! If you like videos like this one and you're already here, thank goodness. You probably found us at Dude Don't Just Lick Stuff or at Dude Don't Just Lick Stuff Podcast or DDJLS. Shut up! I'm doing the outro. You did the intro. Shut up! DDJLS Podcast. And you can find us there too. And if you want to send us an email, ddjlspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you. Unplug that mic. Bye!